am Dr. Umair, teaching you the subject Engineering Mechanics. Today we will perform the practical, that is the determination of forces in a member of a roof truss. The objective of this practical is to find experimentally the forces in each member of the truss and then verify by the calculations. For this we will use this apparatus that is also named the simple roof truss apparatus. For experimental setup, it is already arranged. You don't need to do anything except if you want to change the angle, then you can adjust from here. Just open these keys and then you can change the angle as you want. The first step is, if you come closer, there are deflection gauges attached with each member. If you look at here, this is a gauge. If I compress a little bit, there is a deflection, right? So you have to bring all the gauges to zero position by just rotating or adjusting the gauge, right? Similarly, I also bring all the gauges to zero position. The second step is simply you have to attach the load. When you will apply the load, there will be deflection in each member of the truss. You can notice from the gauge. If you come again here, before it was at zero location. If I again remove the load, it is zero. When I apply the load, there is a deflection. You simply have to note this deflection. It is in millimeter. This deflection is about 7 millimeter. Then multiply it with the constant that is written over here. It is 22. When you multiply this constant with the deflection, you will come up directly with the force, or that is in this member. Similarly, you will determine or notice the forces in the other two members. The experiment is ended. Means you apply the load. This is already written in Newton. Then you will notice the forces in each member from these deflection gauges. That is experimental. Then we have to find these forces and the applied load using the applied load by calculation as you done in the assignments or the numericals in the classroom. At the end, you have to make the percentage error between the experimental values and the theoretical values. What is the difference between these values? There should be no difference ideally, but if there is, then you have to make discussion that what might be the possible reasons. So that's our end of this lecture. Thank you very much.